Hello, welcome back. In this video, we will work on appending and concatenating arrays. We will also understand the differences between them. It's exciting, right? So let's get started. So we have understood the different functions like ravel, flatten. We have seen the differences in split and stack functions. When we have done for split, we have seen how does the arrays are being split with the help of the indexes we have mentioned. And in the format of H split and V split, if it is horizontal split, we are splitting column wise. Vertical is always row wise. The same thing we have done for stacking. How did we arrange it? Right? If we see stacking in the sense vertical stacking, horizontal stacking. If we go for horizontal stack, we are arranging column wise. V stack is we are arranging row wise. Right? And now we'll be having other functions like concatenate and append also, because all of these will try to just make sure how do we merge NumPy arrays. But everything is having its own advantage. So first let's try to understand about append, because generally what is append method in list, it will add an element to end of the list, right? So append function will generally make sure it will add values, that means it will append values to the end of an array. That's very, very important, where that should have same shape. So basically append function is used for appending the values to the end of the array. Appending the values to the end of the array, provided the arrays are of same shape. To the end of array, provided the arrays are of same shape. That is the key point you should remember. If it is one dimension, two dimension, that will be a flattened one. But make sure the arrays are of same shape. Keep this point in mind, because it will just make sure it will add the values to end of the array. So for that, what I'll do is I'll just take a very simple example. I'll take a 3 by 3 array like this. ARR is equal to np dot array of, I'll take it as 1, 2, 3, and I'll take one more array, that is 4, 5, 6, and the other array is, the third row, not the array. So if ARR is equal, that is 3 by 3, that is 3 rows and 3 columns. That is the first array. And for the second array, I'll just make sure ARR1 is equal to np dot array of, I'll pass the elements as 9 I gave, 11, 12, 13. I'll continue it, 14, 15, 16. I'm just passing the values. That is the first row, second row, third row, 17, 18, 19, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is 3 rows, not the 3 arrays. Make it very simple, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 11, 12, 13. These are the 3 rows in the ARR1. So the first row is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So ARR dot shape is obviously, that is 3 by 3. And ARR1 dot shape is also 3 by 3, right? So when you try to just append both of them, how does they arrange? Because it clearly makes sure they add to the end of it. So append will just make sure for appending the values to end of the array. That means if you try to give np dot append of, it clearly expects array values are appended to copy of this array, and when you go for values, these values are appended to a copy of ARR. Access is optional. So just make sure pass your arrays. So I give ARR, comma ARR1, and if I don't mention axis, what happens you see? So if I don't mention axis, that becomes a flattened array, that's with one dimension. If I mention axis, and if I give a axis is equal to, I want to see, if I give axis equal to 0, that is row wise, right? That is arranging vertically. So that's where they are adding to end of the values. That's very much simpler, right? In the same way, because when we go for stacking, it makes sure that is H stack and vertical stack. But clearly here, if you go for appending, make sure that are of same shape. If you mention the axis only, it will be arranging. If not, it will be going for one dimension. What happens if you mention axis equal to 1? They arrange column wise. So that's simple. When you go for append function, always remember, take the arrays with the same shape. So when you go for concatenate, we just try to join the sequence of arrays along the existing arrays. We can pass multiple arrays over there. So when I go for concatenate, So concatenation is nothing but you just go for addition of two numbers. Concatenation is you take two strings, you add both of them. That's the same function over here. When you go for concatenate of the arrays, we try to join a sequence. We just try to join a sequence along an existing axis. That is very key point. If that is along existing axis, that means if you generally go for taking, if you have two one-dimensional arrays and you concatenate the array sequence, that's also possible. Anything can be done when you just make it up. So what I'll do is I'll just take the same example and I try to go for concatenating. So how do I do it? Just I go for b is equal to np dot, what is the function? It's basically concatenate. So I go for concatenate, it is expecting sequence of array. So I'll just throw like this, arr comma arr1. I'll just directly write this. So clearly it will throw you an error because only integer scalar arrays can be converted to scalar index because it is expecting a sequence. How don't you give the sequence? If you don't give the sequence, it's gone. So it is expecting the sequence. So pass the sequence and default is axis 0. That means it arrange vertically, that is row wise. ARR comma ARR1. Just execute this. You could see when you print the variable b. So when you print the variable b, that will be arranged vertically. So you could clearly see when you give b, that is arranging vertically, right? You should pass it as a sequence along the existing axis. That is very, very important. So when you go for axis is equal to 1, and you could see the result, they arrange column wise. That means you go for horizontally. So this is how you go for appending and concatenating, which plays a very, very vital role when you understand concatenate, that is they join along an existing axis. When you go for append, they go with the end of the values. That's where append generally makes sure we just append the values to end of the array. So these are different ways of merging the arrays. Make it very simple. What is your use case? How do you try to arrange the values, whether it is horizontally or vertically? Just make it very much easier, right? So these are all basic functions which we have understood over NumPy arrays. Make it very simpler when we are working on arrays. Understand what is your use case. First, try to make it very simple. How do you create arrays and what are the different statistical functions, universal functions, which we have understood. And then we have seen how does broadcasting plays a very vital role, because these functions play a very vital role, because when we go for the next part where we use the best analytical tool in Python programming, which is pandas, because in data frame we internally read the data in the format of arrays. So these array knowledge will help you a lot. Make it very simple, practice it more. If you have any queries, I am there to help you out, because NumPy pandas plays a very vital role in analysis, because with the help of this thing we try to visualize it. That's where we go step by step, because with the help of NumPy only, pandas, because both of them play something like siblings together. So make it very simple. Any queries, I am there to help you out. So in this video we have understood the differences between append and concatenate functions. In the following video we will start working on pandas. Thank you. I hope you have enjoyed watching it. If you have liked our content, please do hit like button and do subscribe to our YouTube channel for more useful content and exciting updates. If you want to learn such practical content at an affordable cost with Microsoft certification and instructor support, please register at academy.codenan.com. You can also download app from Play Store as Codenan. Never hesitate to raise queries in the comment section, and please do reply with your suggestions for more practical videos. We'll be happy to come up with it. Thank you.